Hey everybody, just a Saturday afternoon. It's actually beautiful outside. It's a little cold, but brilliantly sunny, lovely clouds. It's been a nice day. I'm doing a quick noodle review today of Buldak corn flavor. This is their normally spicy version. It's not the two times, certainly not the three times, so this is the single times. It is the stir-fried ramen. It is just corn flavor. So naturally and artificially flavored, because artificial corn. We have Hochi there, the little mascot, who again I believe is he's a little chicken. And but since it's corn, apparently that means it has to be from Mexico. So Hochi has joined Los Lobos. I don't know. He's got the little sombrero. He's rocking out there, getting all soulful. And here I think I don't know if he's mad or if he's just getting the pepper buzz. But however it works, here's Hochi. This is the package. These are not cup noodles. They're, still within the purview of this station. So, yeah, I've got the Hochi bowl that you all got for me a couple months back. Thank you very much. This has the nice lid on it. And these are, again, not a broth noodle. They refer to them as stir-fried ramen. One thing I noticed with these is there's a very weedy smell to them. There's almost a starchiness to them that they say to use the starch as some of the water, like when you cook it, you save some of the water so that you're using the starchy water to reconstitute the powder, which I'm assuming this is going to be the main corn flavorant. So there's some water left in it. But, again, by the time that all the seasonings go on this, I'm not going to be tasting too much wheat, because all the Buldak products are very flavorful and honestly overly spicy, but hey, we'll give them a try. I just wanted to try this one because I like the idea of, again, this kind of cross-cultural pollination when things don't make sense. I want to see a South Korean take on a Mexican food, how they handle it. Now, right away, I put that powder in there, and it has this, not artificial, but kind of overly bright corn smell. I had some snacks on here a while back that were a roasted corn chip. I think they were the turtle chips that had this roasted corn flavor to them. And they were a bit false corny, if that makes any sense. In the way that, like, you can have false seafood smell, this was kind of a false corniness. But whatevs. Am I actually seeing pieces of corn, or is that... Yeah, the noodles are actually oddly colored so that they look like there are little pieces of corn in there, but I actually don't think there are any dehydrated corn. So that was the powder. And then here we have the Buldak hell sauce. The, the heat that is sweet to eat treat. No, not really. And again, if I were a smart person, I would put a partial amount of this in there, but I'm going to go ahead and dump the whole thing because I want to try these on their own. We'll see how that goes. I'm wondering if the sweetness of the corn might cut the overall... Yeah, and again, all I smell now is that Buldak hell sauce, and I am going to call it the Hochi hell sauce because that just is what it seems like. But an interesting flavor. I'm not going to say if it's good. It doesn't really smell good to me. Okay, it's evening out a little bit. There was almost a very chemical combination of smells because of the hot sauce and then that corn kind of making this strange kind of almost cleaning smell, which is exactly what you want to think before you down some noodles. But we'll give them a shot. Yep, the standard, kind of wide Buldak fried noodles. So, itadakimasu. Mm. Yep, still very hot. There is obviously no Buldak level that I appreciate. It's just heat. There's no flavor. And if you're eating this just to prove that you can eat spicy food, I want more. The noodles are actually very doughy this time, and again, it's already affecting my throat. Okay, this was my last try with Buldak. I have the bowl, so I feel like I should use it. But I got these thinking, okay, corn, maybe it has more of a kind of spicy, Tex-Mex, whatever flavor to it. Again, all I'm getting is heat. And I know different cultures have different desires, different needs, whatever they enjoy. I just don't get this because there is no flavor to it. There's so much heat. I'm not getting any enjoyment out of it. I'm going to keep eating it because that's what I do. It's not that it's bad, it's just that I want more. I want there to be something else going on. And on the cover here they have looks like some chopped up jalapenos and some actual corn, like little pieces of corn as a topping, but that's not going to be substantial. I want this to have more flavor to it. I want it to taste more like actual corn. I like the concept. The concept's solid. A spicy corn-based noodle, if done with any kind of balance, would be good. That's it. That's what this is there's no balance to it. It's just heat. I'm getting the corn flavor to it, but there's really no point past the heat. There's an Onion article, area woman complaining, why do Thai people have to make their food so spicy? I don't want to be that person. So I know that this is based on my taste. I do like spicy food. I actually really like spicy food. But I also want something more than just that mouthful of heat. All these feel like a dare to me. And okay, if this is part of your history and all this stuff, like, that's cool. I just don't know how you develop that. And I honestly don't see the point. But not my country, not my food ways. I've been listening to a really good podcast lately called Big Brother. I think it's Wondery. It's one of their, but it's basically about the North Korean line of succession. Daddy gives the princeling the place, and how messed up it is, and how it's marred by tragedy and stupidity and all this stuff. But then I realize these are South Korean. I do know the difference. But it's been very interesting, and it's made me realize I know next to nothing about the cultures of Korea. In the United States, we oftentimes get, every country does this. It's not just the U.S. And I'm not. But my own personal knowledge is that we get told what we're supposed to get told. That's not the reality. Like, North Korea is not nearly as closed off as we're told they are. They actually do have a lot of connections with other countries that you can fly to and from North Korea pretty much no problem. It's just the United States, we're very closed off, so that's what we're always told. Okay, I'm not going to finish these. So that was the Buldak corn. Too hot for my liking. Again, last Buldak. Now I have to know what to do with the rest of these packs because this came in a 5-pack. Last week was good. Saturday went to the game preserve in Greenwood, which I used to work at, and I haven't been there in forever. They have a whole new game area that they didn't have when I worked there. Hung out with my friends Rick and Ty and Jason and Ross and Noel and Ryan and Cole. And if there's anybody I missed, I saw Ted. Anybody else who I missed, I'm sorry. I was overwhelmed. It was the first time that I had been out in a loud game room for 2.5, 3 years. So, a lot of people still wearing masks. I know the CDC is saying not to wear masks necessarily anymore. Whatever. But it was great. Rick and Jason. Rick primarily because, I think Rick, that's his thing, is to run Battletech. So he ran the game Battletech, giant robots beating each other up. Had a good time. Very good, solid, fundamental introduction back into the game. That was great. And then Tuesday, we went up to Pierceton, Indiana, to Townsend's. And John Townsend does some brilliant videos about cooking in the 18th century. So if you look up Townsend's on YouTube, he does these amazing historical cooking videos. They really have a great production of how they put all this stuff together. And we got to go to their store, which is actually their warehouse. I got to take a picture in the Nutmeg Tavern, which is their live stream set, and it was great. They were all incredibly gracious and welcoming people, and if you need to buy some hand-thrown pottery or some knives that look like they came from these 18th century, 16, 1700s at least, go to Townsend's. It's a great resource, and I'm proud that it's in Indiana. I'm proud that it's in part of my state where it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like this kind of sleazy money grab like a lot of historical bric-a-brac can be. I really enjoyed it. They were great. Had a good time. Again, this stuff is messing my throat up. But yeah, so last week was a good week. Next week is going to be a good week. The week after that's going to be a good week. The world might fall apart and everything may rain down, and hopefully nobody pulls the trigger and pushes the big red buttons, because that would just suck. But, I know everything sucks for a lot of people, and I'm going to keep making these videos. I hope that, if it gives you a giggle to see me make a face when I eat hot noodles or seafood soda or lobster ramen or whatever, if that makes you guys happy for a little bit, then it's cool, and I'm glad I'm doing these. And, again, I know I always end these things with these big, heavy things, but it's like I really miss a lot of people right now, and I feel like very disconnected. And so enjoy the videos. We're at 98 subscribers, almost at to 100 subscribers. So if there are two of you watching this who haven't subscribed, please consider doing that so that we get 100 subscribers. That's it. I'm not going to do the hard sell thing, but I want to get more subscribers. I want to get more people into it, and I want to be able to keep making videos, which these don't cost me anything. It's not like I'm not going to tell you, I got a Patreon and, do your support. This is what keeps us going. No, I'm going to keep doing these no matter what other work I'm doing. But it would be cool just to get more people involved in it. And especially if you know anyone, the most important thing right now is probably to share these if you can. Especially if you know anybody who either likes this kind of stuff or, if you share these with anybody who likes this kind of stuff or likes this kind of food, is interested in different food cultures, because that's really one of the reasons I'm doing this. I want to explore more food than just what I know. Japan, Korea, the wilds of Asia, Japan, Korea, and Scotland so far. I've got some Canadian stuff coming in. So, yeah, that's fun. And I just hope that you guys are having fun. Please share it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Other than that, I'm going to go drink some water now, I think, just to cleanse my palate. So I hope you're all doing well, and thanks for stopping by. Bye.